All right, guys, we're back. Week 6. Week
What's
5
good?
was drunk.
We're
Uh,
man down. We're man
Man
down.
down, man
Scheduling's
down.
rough. Scheduling's
Yeah,
rough. What we going? It's two football idiots today. Two
yeah.
football idiots is what I
2,
say.
not 3. We're missing the third one. Uh, yeah, last week was rough. So anyway, I'm Deegs. It's Rock. So let's get into really the week 5, man. I'm gonna start real quick and see how it goes. My overall week 5 record was 5-9, so not a good week. Uh,
Yeah.
I am dead last in the standings, and I don't need Colin to be here or CJ to be here to really state that. Really, what happened was I was right on a few of these games that I thought I was probably going to get dogged on. Dallas was dominant against the Jets. Detroit took care of business against Cincinnati. Denver surprised everyone, but I took them.
Nola.
I
Yeah, you
took
took
them,
Nola too. Yeah.
and I took Nola, and they got me the dubs. And then Indianapolis, which I think we all agreed on, and that was easy money. Shouldn't even played. Las Vegas should just stayed in Vegas. Um,
Bench Gino. Bench
yeah,
Gina.
yeah,
Saying
Ben's
it.
Gino. It was
Bench
terrible.
Gino.
Yeah. The losses are a lot. San Fran, I picked the Rams there. I picked the Cardinals to win, and I wouldn't necessarily say the
They
Titans
blew
won the
it.
game, but
They blew it.
Arizona did kind of blow a couple of those. Yeah. Cleveland, I went with
Minnesota
Rock's
with Minnesota.
suggestion.
You should have
to
stuck with Minnesota. You did not listen to me.
the stuck with Skull and didn't get that. The Tampa Bay Seattle game was very entertaining. It could have actually gone either way if it wasn't for Darnold's last bamboozled bamboozled play there. Miami, I thought Miami had it. Obviously, I was wrong. Baltimore got annihilated. Kansas City, well, Trevor Lawrence decided to
Stumble
kind
his
of
way in.
fumble his way
Stumble,
into the end
fumble,
zone, man.
and
Yeah, the man
yeah,
looked like a Looney
rumble
Tunes
it.
character. Yeah. Buffalo, they didn't show up against New England, and the Chargers getting dogged by the commies. So yeah, what you got,
Yeah,
Rock?
yeah. So I didn't do too much better. I won 6-8. My total record's 49, and as of Thursday night football, 30 because the Eagles didn't show up. But we'll get into that coming up here pretty soon. Uh, I was right about Carolina and Jacksonville, but me being right about those upsets doesn't really make me happy for going 6-8. It wasn't really worth it to me, but Nola surprised the heck out of me for their first dub last week. Denver and Tennessee. Yeah, it's like wow, okay, wasn't expecting that. But yeah, let's get into Thursday night, Deeks.
Okay, so Thursday night, Philly, New York. I had Philly winning. Obviously, was wrong. Jackson Dart is him. Jackson Dart is definitely a franchise for
Gotta
moving forward.
move.
Yeah, and
Gotta
Scatterboot,
move.
man, my Sun Devil guy, you know what I mean? Like he was rumbling, tumbling, 3 touchdowns. Overall, it was very shocking, and I don't know what happened to Philly, but their offense is not looking in sync, and they're looking disorganized. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. So I also picked Philly 27-17. That didn't happen. Philly not didn't lose necessarily because of bad coaching. They lost because the team is not meshing together well, at least on the offensive side. I do know they were out without God, I'm what's his name, man? Jalen Carter. There it is. I don't
Yeah,
know why I
Jalen
was
Carter.
saying
Yeah,
that. They were without
yeah, yeah.
Jalen Carter that game, and I think Quinion Mitchell was banged up a little bit, but still, it was more of a offensive blunder to me than defense. But other than that, yeah, we're all in one this week for week 6, and we're feeling good. We're feeling good. Good omens for the rest of the week, the rest of our picks. But let's get into
Yeah.
this.
Yep, yep. Before we do that, letting you know, Vikings are having a week off, which I think they really do need because they went to Dublin and London. And then Houston, I don't know if they really need it, but they got it after smacking the Ravens. So let's get into this video and let's move on.
All right, guys, getting into those first Sunday morning games. We got Broncos at New York. Um, Denver, they rallied. They rallied hard against Philly. It was impressive. I really like this defense that's showing up, this unit as it grows stronger over the weeks. Um, Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton look really good. They're connecting really good. Um, J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey, just doing what they got to do to keep it going. As far as New York, they're not clicking much. I feel like they've always been super close to a win these last 5 weeks, but always just can't clasp it from the jaws of defeat. There's always some type of turnover that their offense does, and the defense is I think still yet to have a single turnover this year, which is kind of unheard of. But other than that, Deegs, what you got for this game?
Yeah, I mean, this is two different franchises going in two different ways. Denver's, well, that was a pretty big win. That's a huge win. That could really uplift the team and change their season, right? With the Philly win. And I think Bo Nix is playing great. Definitely their offenses looks like it's getting into like they're clicking. And defense wise, I mean, they get to the QB a lot. They have a lot of sacks, man. So in terms of the Jets, they're the last winless team in the league, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, regardless, Justin Fields has been terrible. They're just not clicking, and they have an unfortunate. I feel like they have unfortunate teams, man. Where I'm like, oh, they could get a win, but they keep drawing these teams that are just not. That are just better, and so it's for me, it's simple. It's Denver, so luck of the draw, man. I don't know. Some teams just get that weird schedule, bro. So I do
What's the
have
final?
Denver. Yeah, I do have Denver winning 30-18.
I
So,
got them winning 28-17. So yeah, that's let's move on to these next couple ones.
so now we got regular Sunday day games here with the Cardinals and the Colts. The Colts are 4-1, and the Cardinals are 2-3 now after dropping a numerous amount of games. Looking at both these teams, Arizona. The DeMarcati fumble is going to be kind of rough to probably watch for fans there. I mean, they pretty much had it. I think if they had that touchdown, they win. They beat the Titans. So, some terrible fumbles and whatnot. Kyler Murray, from what Rock was saying, I'm not sure if he's playing. So that's on. That's definitely up to debate. And I don't know, man. They just haven't. They've had some rough games, man. After looking solid, the Colts they're looking like definitely a team to beat here. Again, they're 4-1, right? They could easily be 5-0 right now. Daniel Jones is looking like an MVP candidate, and they dominated Las Vegas in every single asset of the game. And they're in Indianapolis again. I think this is easy for me. I think the Colts are going to win this 35-17. Rock, what you got?
Yeah, I got the Colts as well, winning 40-17. Arizona's just banged up, as Deke said, with Kyler being questionable. Those guys just dropping. Like, there's plenty of people dropping in Arizona. You got to rely on the backups, the young guys, just anyone that can at this point. Silly mistakes. We've seen it with the Colts, honestly, with Adonai Mitchell, now DeMarcado, too. The head coach lost his composure in that game against the Titans last week, blowing up on DeMarcado. I get it, stupid mistake, but you don't slap your player on the head. You don't get physical with them. Trying to correct them. That's not good coaching. That's just bad anger management. Um, for me, if I was in that Arizona locker room, I would be like, yeah, coach lost respect points for me on that. If he's going to do that to DeMarcado, he's probably going to do that to anybody else. But yeah, 40-17, Zona, generational choke artist over here. Not as bad as Atlanta, but hey, sorry, Atlanta fans. I ain't going to bring that up for you again.
The Arizona Falcons. The Arizona
Yeah.
Falcons right here, man.
I don't know what
Ah,
it is about
jeez.
these bird teams, man, but all they do is choke. Every single bird team be choking.
Sad day to be birds, bro. Sad day to be a bird. All right, let's move on.
We got the Chargers at Dolphins. Chargers are banged up. We expect them to win this game, but just it seems like one of the ones that are going to surprise some people this week. It could go either way just because of the injuries, because of I don't know, just the dark magic that everyone be saying goes around in the NFL. Could come down to rep ball at the end. Um, I feel like I shouldn't pick the Chargers for whatever reason. Someone's screaming at me, don't pick the Chargers, but I still am. I got them winning 21-17. Miami just looked terrible. They choked too. All these animal teams are choking. Somebody get them some air and all that. Um, but yeah, you choke a 14-point lead to the Carolina Panthers. Let them rally. Let them look confident in a young team. I just have a hard time picking you every other week. So, what do you think, Diggs?
Yeah, you gotta get the animals back to the woods, man. Back to the natural habitat. They're out there dying.
Get the dolphins back to the water. Get the birds
Dying.
back to the trees.
Yeah.
Need
Yeah,
a
they're on the
baby.
shore, man. Yeah, they're gasping. Yeah, yeah, it's bad, man. Anyway, yeah, Chargers are 3-2, and then the Dolphins are 1-4.
Yep.
Um, the Chargers are one of those teams that I am always angry at, just because I pick them and I'm always wrong. So yeah, I definitely had a hard time to decide what I wanted, especially because Hampton, their running back, rookie running back, is out for I think the whole year, I believe.
He's
Yeah,
injured. That's another
yeah,
reason why I want to pick the
yeah,
Chargers. But
yeah,
I
yeah,
trust the
and they're
coaching staff more. I just trust the coaching staff more.
yeah. I mean, hey man. Other than that, I mean, the Dolphins are yeah extremely disorganized. And they also have their own types of injuries there. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it was hard for me to decide. I am going to go with the Chargers, and oddly enough, this was not planned. I actually do have the Chargers winning 21-17 as well. So,
Hey,
just yeah, it's a sloppy. I feel like it's a sloppy game, man. I feel like it's a
very
boring.
sloppy game incoming.
You
Yeah,
know,
very,
I'm gonna
yeah.
probably I'm gonna probably sleep through this game, but yeah, Chargers. I got the Chargers. I gotta
Red
do
Zone's going to tell me everything I need to know about this game.
it. Red Zone, don't even show the game, man. Don't even show the game. I don't need it. Yeah.
Quick seconds, quick flashes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
real
yeah.
quick flashes.
100%. All right, let's move on. Okay, next game we got is the 3-2 New England Patriots against the 1-4 New Orleans Saints. For the New England Patriots, well, that was a statement victory for Buffalo. I think I mentioned it in my 3-hour rant. It feels like about how their culture is changing and the new coaching personnel and bringing their players in. I feel like it's actually working. They're buying into the ugly Patriot way. And so they're coming into New Orleans after a really big victory in Buffalo. New Orleans, they surprised the hell out of me with the Giants game. Crucial fumble return for touchdown. That was huge for them. Got the dub against the Giants. Overall, though, I mean, and looking at New England, I think they're definitely going to be using Henderson a lot more. Ramondre has had some fumbling issues, so I can see that. I don't think they really need to use him that much, just because Drake May's completion percentage is 70, like almost 74%, which is insane. So with that said, New England's going to win this game, and I am giving it. I believe it was 31-17. I just give the Saints a little bit fight because they're fighting every game, but it's the Patriots are looking okay. They're looking pretty good. So Rock, go ahead.
Yeah, I actually got to be in a little bit more closer game. I still got New England winning because they did have that statement win against the Bills. I got them winning 28-21 though, because Nola has been playing teams tough all year. All year they've been playing teams tough. They just haven't really gotten it done. They're kind of in the same situations as the Jets, in my opinion. Play teams tough, but at the end of the day, they're still looking for a top five pick, potentially top one pick. Um, but Rashid Shaheed, I want to mention him. He had a great game against the Giants. He was going off. Um, Rattler, honestly, he doesn't look too bad. Just a solid game manager. He's not putting his team in positions to lose, which is what the Saints really need. It's just they got to bring the whole culture together and actually find their identity in New Orleans. As far as New England, I can keep beating the horse saying, "Hey, you beat the Bills, good on you." But until they sweep them or potentially beat them in playoffs, I still think Bills got that division. But yeah, New England, 28 to Nola's 21. Let's move on. Okay, guys, we got good old AFC North matchup here. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Uh, you know, this is a either or game for me, honestly. This is either going to be Pittsburgh's tune-up game coming off the bye week, being healthy, or it's going to be a trap game. There's no in between. It's either or every single time we play Cleveland, especially recently throughout the years. Before, Big Ben era, it'd be like, okay, whatever, Cleveland's whatever. But now it's like it's really 50-50. Both have elite defenses in my mind. Um, One thing why I'm picking Pittsburgh is because A, I'm a fan. B, Tomlin has a really good record against rookie QBs. We always, yeah, I don't know the exact record, but it's usually a win if Tomlin led team is playing a rookie led quarterback. Um, Other than that, yeah, I got the score 21-18. I think it's going to be a real sloppy game, close football game. Steeler fans, don't be surprised if it's an upset. Have low expectations going into it if you're a Steelers fan, but we need this to be a statement win against Cleveland, in my actual opinion. All right, I'll shut up about it. Deegs, what you got?
Yeah, I am going to agree with you about the Steelers winning this game. Um, it is going to be a dogfight in a way because it's always a sloppy type game because it's the AFC North. It's never going to be clean. It's never going to be, it's going to go down to the last second type stuff. And it's either going to be like there's some defensive stops in there or some weird drive or whatnot. Maybe not be the best matchup, but it definitely it's entertaining in a way, right? Because these divisions always, they always do like to, you know, battle it out.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, make it
interesting, right?
interesting.
Yeah, yeah, they
Yeah.
like to make it interesting. Yeah, they're both great defenses. I'm honestly picking Pittsburgh because of the fact that while Cleveland and Pittsburgh still have great defenses, I just trust the Steelers offense a lot, like more. Um, I'm not trying to dog on Dylan Gabriel or whatnot, because I mean he's still a rookie, he's still learning. But I mean they struggled really. They didn't struggle as much this past week because of Dylan Gabriel, but they're really struggling with trying to put points on the board, and they really haven't. I don't think they've really scored more than like 25 points at all this season, like at
Don't
all,
think they
dude.
scored past 17 points.
Yeah, yeah, like it.
I could
That's
be
rough,
wrong.
dude.
Someone fact check me if you want to prove me wrong. I don't care,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
don't think they
yeah.
got put up more than 17 points a game this year.
It, yeah, and the theme like this year has like defenses are cool and they get you stuff, but you got to put points on the board at the end of the day. So, um, yeah, I think Pittsburgh's just they're gonna be fine. Fine as a fine as in like they'll get a dub, but and they'll get a dub like 21-17. So pretty much the same thing, same score line. Yeah, it's just, they're yeah, it should be like that. So should we move on?
Field goal game. All field
Yeah,
goals. Calling it.
yeah. All field goals. Yeah. Chris
Come on.
Boswell, give me some points, dude. Give me
Yeah.
some points.
Chris Boswell and whoever Cleveland got. All field
Mitt,
goals, no touchdowns.
Mitt.
All right. Let's
Okay, we got the 2-2 and 1 tie Cowboys against the what 1-4, two
no,
and
no.
three.
Two
Somehow
and
two
three.
and three, man. 2-3 Carolina Panthers in Carolina. Dallas. They are losing two of their offensive lines, unless I am wrong, and they're clear to play. But their guard and their tackle, I believe, Guyton, the two Tylers, man, the Booker and Guyton, they're
Tyler's out.
yeah,
Hmm.
they're both I think that both Tylers are
Tyler's
out.
gone.
That's yeah, yeah, it's not great. Yeah, two Tylers gone. So, with that said, they still have a really good trio in terms of like Ferguson, Javante's been balling. Dak is playing lights out.
Pickens.
Um,
Pickens.
and Pickens has been, killing it. And then the other side, you got the Panthers with their bipolarness. And I apparently apparently Bryce Young listened to me because I told him he's a bust, and then he just wanted to get this dub. That sucks. Um, Ted McMillan looks like a guy. Like I'm not saying he's winning offensive rookie of the year, but like he's looking pretty studly.
That's the Buka.
Um,
That's the
yeah,
Buka getting
that
offensive
is a
rookie of the
buka, absolutely. But Ted McMillan has been pretty damn good. Rico Dowdle wanted to show up last week. Um, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of storylines in there. Rico Dowdle playing his old team in the Cowboys, that kind of thing. I am still gonna be a Panther hater, and I'm gonna pick the Cowboys in this matchup. I picked the Panthers last time, and they screwed me. So I'm gonna pick the Cowboys in a close one, 28-23. So yeah, definitely that's where I'm at. Rock, go ahead.
So the Cowboys should win this one, right? Right? Right, Dallas? You should win this one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I got Dallas winning 24-21. As much as I love the comeback cats over here, the comeback cats over here, I feel like Dallas is just more solid in their offense and their defense. I do like how Bryce Young is getting all of his young weapons involved with Tarakoa and Xavier Leggett actually had a pretty nice game in that comeback against Miami. Rico Dottle, as you said, this is a revenge game for him. The one reason why I'm not picking Carolina this week is because Dottle has been talking too much ish to his former team, and I think that's going to come and bite Carolina in the butt. But let's see. I secretly want Carolina to win because I hate Dallas, but uh,
Uh,
just going with what I've seen and what I'm seeing vibes from these teams, I say Dallas winning a close one. So let's move on to that. All right, guys. Taking over for CJ here, starting off the Seattle segment. Um, I'm sure he's going to pick them over the Jaguars. Um, I got the Jaguars losing. The 35-28 Seattle wins. Jaguars got so lucky against the Chiefs. Uh, Trevor Lawrence got bailed out from a PI when he threw a game-sealing interception. Uh, then we could talk about that the runoff touchdown he had. Ain't never seen anything like that in the NFL. Just the weirdest, no effort from the Chiefs, crazy Jaguar BS luck. Who could have guessed that? Whoever guessed that in Vegas is a very wealthy person at this moment. Um, Other than that, Seattle lost last week only because it's the 2 minute drill and defensive guy hit Darnold and he threw a pick. Interesting enough, that's how they lost against the Niners, same exact way. So if you want to beat Seattle, do that in a 2 minute drive. But other than that, uh, Ninjigba is looking crazy. Darnold's looking good. He's sneakily an MVP candidate, which is crazy to me. Um, their defense is banged up. That's another reason why I think it's going to be a high scoring game here that Seattle eventually wins. But it's going to be a close one. I think the Jags are just getting way too lucky for their own good at this point. They feel fraudulent to me in some ways, but they prove me wrong this week. I might have to start considering them a little bit more. All right, Deeks. Let's see what your thoughts are on this.
yeah, I'm actually agreeing with the Seahawk pick here. I think the Jags will lose this game. That was some Flintstone, some Scooby Doo type stuff out there. It was weird, man. Yeah, yeah. I'd please, start the Looney Tune music real quick, man. I need that real quick for Trevor Lawrence because that should not have happened, and
At
probably
all.
will. I don't know where that happened. I don't understand. Chris Jones is. Where are you at? I
He
don't.
gave up. He said, "Hey, you know what? I've seen Mahomes win these 2 minute drives all the time. I don't got to try on this one."
Yeah, yeah. So, that is wild to me. They are a really good running team. Run offense is pretty good for Jacksonville. Defensively, I think Rock forgot to mention Devin Lloyd's great start to his year right now.
How could I
Uh,
forget?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right. Four interceptions is crazy. A lot of sack or tackle machine. For sure. But they are going to go against Seattle, which I mean, besides their secondary being out, they were still in that Tampa Bay game. You know, their offense is very high powered, and Jacksonville is not amazing against the pass. So I definitely picked Seattle 25-15. And yeah, I mean, I want to see. I hope that Trevor Lawrence doesn't get bailed out again because I'm not saying they're pretenders or not, but 4-1, 4-1 should not be a thing for them. It's kind of weird, but
Doesn't sound like a Jaguar thing at all.
yeah, no,
It
no,
doesn't sound
no,
like a
no.
Jaguar thing.
I don't know. So, all right, moving on. 3-2 Rams and the sad 1-4 Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, I could continuously tell you how bad my team is, but I think that's not even necessary. Just watch the film; it speaks for itself. Injuries are terrible. I hope Lamar plays. Also, don't because like just keep losing at this point. Um, yeah, they're so disorganized. They're like I've heard a segment about like them miscommunicating with Malachi Starks and being like, he's the captain of the defense or he needs to. Why is he going that way? And what they're just it's bad, man. Like they don't know what they're doing. John Harbaugh continuously says that he wants Zach Orr on his staff. They should definitely not have him on his staff. They should definitely fire him, which I think they probably will. If they're smart enough, they'll probably also get rid of John Harbaugh because it's time for a new era. But in the meantime, I'm going to suffer through these losses and take it like a champ, I guess, as I cry, and
Sounded not taking it like a champ.
uh,
Sounded not taking it like a champ.
I'm just getting continuously punched by Mike Tyson. That's how it feels this NFL season. So yeah, it's great. I'm not big in my team at all. I did it last week. Definitely not doing it this week. The Rams are winning 31 to I'm gonna give the Ravens 14 points. I'm not surprised if they score like 10 or if Lamar plays I could see 14 to like 20, but if he doesn't play like 7 maybe 7. Yeah. I got nothing left to say. It's a pathetic team. Rock, go ahead.
Yeah, LA 35, Baltimore 18. Lamar's still out from what I heard. It's another week of the Cooper Rush experiment in Baltimore. And they got rid of Owe. The brotherly trade between the Chargers and the Ravens. Two Habas saying, "Hey, you want my crappy player for your crappy player? Sure, that sounds like a great idea." And Aloy Gilman, who and the other edge rusher, I forgot his name, second round pick. Who but yeah, just another BTA for Baltimore, and I'm loving it this season. I love seeing it this season. I love Baltimore getting BTA every week. It's a good gift. It's good. It's a good year for football. That's all I can say.
I wish I could say a lot of things that I want to, but I can't because this is YouTube. But I'm just saying, uh, I love the Ravens' logic of getting another safety when you already have safeties. That's great, guys. That's great. That, that,
Oh yeah,
that's great.
I get the firing of Haba over there, but who's going to take his spot this year if you fire him? Nobody. I mean, they can't get much worse, but it can't get much better. There's been times when I thought that about Mike T, but
Mm.
he always proves me wrong. As much as I'm a spoiled Steeler fan who wants to see playoff runs, not wild card losses. But at the end of the day, consistency is key. That's what keeps your team relevant. That's why you keep watching them. So fire your good head coach and see he don't go somewhere else and actually lead them to a Super Bowl. So
With my luck, yes.
yeah.
All right, moving on.
All right, guys. So who to pick in this football game, if that's what we want to call it this week? Um, I'm gonna go with Tennessee because I don't trust Gino at all. The boys jet Gino, bench him, put in Aiden O'Connell, whatever his name is, whatever backup, whoever the heck they got. Who?
Yeah, no one.
Who? Hell, put in Pete Carroll at quarterback. I think he throws better passes at this point. But I got the Titans winning 28-21. The only reasons why I'd be wrong is if Mad Max says, you know what, I'll win this game for us. Nobody else is going to win this game but me. That's the only way I see Vegas winning. Um, Titans, they had a crazy comeback against the Cardinals. Um, you kind of just blinked and it happened. You're like, what the heck just happened? What happened? But other than that, yeah, I don't got much else to say about this matchup. It's ugly. It's going to be around. If you got nothing else to do on Sunday, your team's on a bye week, Houston and Minnesota, maybe watch this one. I don't know why you would, but maybe it's just on. So, all right, Deeks, what you got for this one?
Yeah, this is a terrible game. I don't even think the bye week teams should watch this game at all. They should be like, no, like don't turn this on at all, please.
Viewership all time low.
Yeah, definitely, definitely 10 viewers watching this game for sure. Uh, really bad, really bad. I am also gonna go with the Titans. I don't believe in the Raiders at all. Gino is awful. And yeah, I mean, all this hype, all this hype. I got a friend that hyped this man up, man, hyped this team up, and I checked on him. He's alive. He's good. But his team is bad, man. His team is terrible. I don't know what direction they're going. Tennessee, at least they got that momentum win, so Cam Ward can have another, hopefully decent game. Hopefully, he can pass for like 200 plus yards or whatnot. Actually bring a
No picks.
productive game.
Give
Uh,
me 200 yards, no picks. I'd be happy, but
yeah, no, for real. So he's still learning, developing. Can't criticize him too much, but yeah, I mean, overall, yeah, Tennessee's going to win. I have it 17-10. I just think that both these offenses and defenses are terrible. But also, please, free Mad Max. Like,
for
free
him,
Mad
for him,
Max.
send him somewhere that wants to contain
Free,
him.
free Mad
Send
Max,
him
man. He just,
to the game.
this man needs a playoff. Like, he needs to go to the
Yeah, he
playoffs, dude.
needs he
Jesus.
needs some type of playoff. He needs a playoff appearance or something, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
speaking
yeah.
of which, if he does get traded, where to? Where to?
Fuck it. I need him in Baltimore.
No, no, no. We said contenders this year. We said contenders. We didn't say no. One in
uh,
four. No,
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I I have that five pick. There's no
yeah.
reason for Baltimore to trade for him this season.
No, in the league, he just goes to the Chiefs or something. It'd be terrible.
If the Raiders got Max to the Chiefs, they are that would be like what the hell just happened in the NFL?
Yep,
Why? Just
yep,
why?
yep,
If
yep.
anything, I could see Seattle trading for him.
Oh yeah,
I could
100%.
see
Oh,
Seattle trading
Seattle. Oh, Seattle having him. Oh man,
Seattle,
yeah,
Seattle, Tampa Bay, the
yep,
Niners.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Boy, okay. Next up is the 2-3 Bengals that keep losing, and the 2-1 and one tie Green Bay Packers. The Cincinnati Bengals have themselves a new savior in town, and Joe Flacco. So they couldn't do it with Browning, so they might as well do it with Flacco. At least Higgins and Chase are playing not terribly. At least they're trying to do their best here. Overall, this is definitely yeah, it's just a bad team overall. I'm not even going to talk about their defense because the only one they have is Hendrickson. On the other side of the ball, or the other side, the other team, the Packers, I mean, they're probably mad over that tie against Dallas. They're probably all rested up and they're ready to show people that they actually aren't just one of those teams that people think are going to be okay and then just go to the wild card or something and one and done type team. I really do believe they'll probably be angry this week. I do have the Packers winning 28-15. No faith in Cincinnati. Yeah, Rock, what you got?
yeah. How funny would it be if Joe Flacco beat the Packers again, twice in the same season, different team? Obviously that's not happening though. So I got Green Bay winning 28-17.
Hmm.
Uh,
It's not happening.
it's not happening, right?
Hmm.
But I even heard reports that after Joe Flacco got traded, he considered retirement, like immediately. I've heard a report about that. I don't know how true that is. The one thing about him playing over Browning is that there's definitely going to be more deep shots to Chase and Higgins. Um, Cincinnati really needs to stop being one dimensional, though, in my opinion. They need to start getting the run game going too if they want to try and have a chance against Green Bay. But just terrible O line. You know, Joe thought he had a bad O line in Cleveland. Welcome to Cincinnati. So enough about the crappy Bengals. I'm not gonna be a dead hurt horse anymore. Let's move on. All right, guys, we got the IR Bowl here, Injury Bowl. San Fran against Tampa. I believe this is going to be a shootout between injury-prone teams. I got and Buka looks crazy. Mac Jones is playing out of his mind for whatever reason in San Francisco. I do got Tampa winning 38-35. Baker's just scrappy, man. He's going to fight back. I wanted to choose him last week against Seattle. I just didn't believe, in the whole Bucks team because they were injured. I should have. I didn't even know Mbuka was from Tacoma, Washington. So it was like a homecoming for him when he was back in Seattle. And then I was also right about the Ohio State wide receivers trying to one up each other the whole game. I don't see San Fran really having good DBs like that. Um, in their game against the Rams, Nakua and Adams both were going everywhere, just wide open almost all the time. I think Stafford was like at like 400 yards against that defense. They only won because of terrible play calling at the end by Sean McVay and trying to run the ball instead of passing it or potentially even tying that game. But yeah, I got Tampa 38-35.
Yeah, definitely a really good matchup. Definitely offensive based. Absolutely. Baker had only had four incompletions last week, which should tell you like everything. Yeah, this man was slinging it. Overall, yeah, for the Bucks, I mean, I really didn't pick them. I picked Seattle because of the fact that there was no Mike Evans and Godwin and injuries, like
Heck
Rock was saying.
yeah.
But it's the fact that they have Egbuka, they have even another rookie, Tez Johnson, to look out for from Oregon. I mean, they just seems like they have like a massive amount of depth when it comes to the offensive side of the football. So, and Tristan Wirfs is back, right? So that will also help tremendously. So on the Niners side, yeah, Mac Jones for sure. CMC, will they get him going more, or is it just going to be more of like a dink and dunk type stuff just because they can't really run the ball like that? They still have a lot of injuries as well. But yeah, in general though, Tampa Bay, I just feel like has more confidence in them, and yeah, I just feel like they're just more primed to win. So I will also say the Bucks 38-30 though. It will be high scoring absolutely because they both are pretty good on the run. Tampa Bay's better at the run, but passing wise, they can kind of dot them. So
Yeah, I mean, the Niners are slowly turning into another team that I'm always wrong about every week, just because I count them out because of the amount of injuries they have. But that Shanahan style of offense is working. It's beating teams. I don't know if it's because of bad competition that they're playing. I don't think it is because they're in that crazy NFC North or NFC West conference and just. But yeah, I it's crazy to me how the Niners keep proving me wrong every week. And other than that, let's move on.
okay, Sunday night football. It's the 4-1 Lions going to Arrowhead to play the 2-3 Chiefs. 2-3 Chiefs obviously are probably angry. They should be 3-2. Definitely should have beat Jacksonville. It's a pretty entertaining Monday night game. They didn't get it done. Mahomes has some fast receivers. I'll tell you that. The receiving core is like lightning fast, dude. So that might be a problem for Detroit. But they've been playing really good defense on Detroit's side of the ball, and they also have arguably probably the best offense in the league. Definitely looks like a team that is willing and ready to make a deep playoff run when it comes down to it. So I have the Lions though winning this game, and I have them actually winning 28-21. I still feel like the Chiefs will still fight through it, just because 2-4 is not a Chief record since like I don't know since I've been like 13 or 14 years old type things, man. Like they've always been very competitive teams. So 2-4 for the pride, I feel like they'll still try, but Detroit is gonna pull it out. Rock, what you got?
Yeah, I got Detroit winning 35-21. Um, I do know they have Terrion Arnold banged up with that shoulder injury. That could be something to look out for. But that safety duo they have back in their backfield is going to be ball hawking all dang night against Kansas City. Um, Kansas City has no run game to speak of other than Mahomes himself. I believe he still leads every single week in rushing yards for the whole team, and it's definitely the rushing leader on the year so far. Kelsey looks, you know, like he's ready to get into that wedded life, retirement. I mean, I would love to see him try to show that youthful side that he still has, try to go off, but in the end, he's washed.
No, you don't.
Um, no, I would like to see Kelsey have like one good game this season, especially in a high-powered shootout like this could potentially be. Lions, though, yeah, best offense in the league, in my opinion, personally. We've got so many weapons. I know Dukes brought up that the Chiefs wide receivers are speedies. The Lions wide receivers are speedy. I think some may even be faster than the Chiefs wide receivers. Um, then they got that crazy duo at running back. I don't really see the Chiefs stopping either one of them, especially with the effort they're getting on goal line stands like they did against Jacksonville last Sunday night, Monday night, which whenever that game was, I forgot. But yeah, it just seems like this Chiefs team is low on high energy, low effort. Like they're coasting. They expect to win these games, but they're not trying. It seems like they're not trying because they expect to be better than what they are.
Mm.
And I feel like if they get past that hump of, hey, we're the dang on Chiefs, we're going to win. We're the Chiefs because we win because we're the Chiefs. Once they get past that, I think they'll actually start becoming dangerous again in this league. So, like I said, 35-21. I got Detroit's. Let's head over to these Monday nights. All right, guys, we got the first of the two Monday night games here. We got Buffalo at Atlanta. I'm picking Buffalo to win this one, 28-24. They had a huge stinker against New England last week. Um, they were upset for sure. They have been looking soft in some areas. Thank God they got Josh Allen and James Cook, because if they didn't, I don't think Buffalo would be at such a high standing as they are in the AFC right now. And then the other side, the team I can never get right on a week to week basis, Atlanta. They're either going to kick somebody's butt and do it well, or they're going to get blown out by an 0 nothing team. I just can't get Atlanta right. I would love to see all their weapons get going. Drake London, um, Bijan Robinson, Michael Penix. I'd love to see them actually give Buffalo a hard fought game. I still think they're going to lose in the end, but it's going to be a close one. Diggs, what do you believe about this Monday night game?
Definitely, I'm in agreement with a lot of what you're saying. So for the Bills, I mean, this was definitely an ugly win or ugly loss to New England. Definitely James Cook, huge reason of success. Josh Allen, because he's Josh Allen, he does Josh Allen things. He's able to have them, um, definitely finish drives and whatnot. Definitely their defense, pass defense is rusty, kind of rough. Allowed a lot of passing yards to Drake May, man, and that New England team. Um, yeah, that is a concern. And that's a concern because what Michael Penix will we get? Because is it the Michael Penix that's out here killing teams like Minnesota? Is it the Michael Penix that's gonna not know what he's doing, or if he knows how to play football against Carolina? Like, So it's weird to distinguish what I'm going to get here. I do believe, due to that loss, I do believe Buffalo's going to win 24-21. Their kicker is out, though. Their kicker, Tyler Bass, is out. So, that's kind of weird because what happens if it comes down to that? Where I don't even know if they even signed a kicker. I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't really pay attention to that, to be honest with you. So, um, I do believe it'll be close, though. And I really don't got much to say. They're just Buffalo's surprisingly frustrating for me, and Atlanta is bipolar, and I always get him wrong. So yeah, this can go down either way. 50-50 here, but yeah, Buffalo for me. Moving on.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Boy, okay, it is the last game of the week. Monday night, the Chicago Bears, they are 2-2 against the Washington Commanders, which are 3-2. The Commanders, well, they destroyed and annihilated the Chargers. Jay and Daniels is back, and they limited Justin Herbert to 180 passing yards. So good on them. Bobby Wagner's still doing it. He's actually third all time in combined tackles now. He just passed, I believe, Junior Seau, or not Junior Seau. Yeah, Junior Seau, which is that wild. On the other side, the Bears, man,
Coming up
the
by
Bears are
week.
very,
Yeah.
very, very frustrating, man. They're rested up. Their defense is still terrible to me. Um, Somehow they're first and third down defense, like percentage wise, they're first. That makes no sense. Um, and Caleb Williams, I still want to know what he's gonna do. I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm just saying that he just seems like he's inconsistent, and I just want to know what I'm gonna get out of. I'm actually gonna pick the Commanders because Jaden Daniels is out there, and because I actually believe the Commanders are actually gonna get their head out of their out of their behind and win this game 30-20. I just don't believe in that Bears defense, and I think that's a huge thing. Jaden Daniels, Bears defense. I think for me it's pretty clear. I think I'm going to go Commanders, even though I might regret this pick. Rock, go ahead.
Yeah, so speaking of Jaden Daniels against the Bears, I think this was the game last year that put Jaden Daniels onto the conversation of being the elite quarterback. Um, if I'm right, with that Hail Mary throw at the
Mm-hmm.
end.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Once again, we see the top two quarterbacks of that class going against each other again in their second year, in the sophomore year of the NFL, which would be interesting to see how they developed and how they play against each other again. I got the Commanders winning though, 24-18, because the Bears barely beat a Vegas team 25-24. Commanders smoked a Vegas team. And, weird little, difference, but if you compare how both of these teams played that Vegas team, Commanders should win. The Commanders look solid. Jaden Daniels is a more consistent quarterback than Caleb Williams, even though Caleb Williams has been showing good flashes. I do like what their head coach is doing with that offense, getting Caleb Williams more comfortable in the system. Um, but other than that, the Bears coming up a bye week. They are rested, so it could play into a factor against a Commanders team that is a little banged up, especially in the running back department. But yeah, I still think Commanders win. Any final thoughts, Deeks, before we end this video off?
Nope. Nothing.
Okay. Well, all right, guys. Once again, comment your guys' score if you've been keeping track. Let us know if you're smarter than we are. Let us know if you're dumber than we are.
Let us
Other than
know.
that, hit that noti bell, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Please leave comments. It helps us out. We're trying to grow the channel a little bit. So, other than that, have a good week. Happy football, and good luck to you guys' teams.